Everyone, about to dive into chapter 29 of Dune. I did have a little trouble getting this video started. I broke this thing, so if you can tell that I'm holding the camera here, that's why. I'll have to get a new one here at some point. Also, sorry for the delay here. Getting a chapter by chapter analysis for at least the first book of this series is definitely something I want to complete, ideally by the end of this year. Just I don't think there's anything like that on the internet right now. Please let me know if I'm wrong. If there are, they're probably few and far between. And I just think it'd be kind of cool for someone who wants to start the series if they want to do a read along, or if somebody wants to just kind of get a summary. Again, that's why I'm doing it. I was delayed a bit because I've been, we had the 4th of July weekend, so that was really busy. And I have been working really hard on wrapping up the first edit for the second book of my Song of Imru series, Earth's Door, which you saw there, is currently available. If you'd like to check it out, kick off the series, there's more information in the description below. But on to chapter 29. So this was a really interesting chapter, not because it moved the plot forward. It did a little bit, but not a lot. It really didn't develop the characters a whole lot either, but because it was a very descriptive chapter. And I like that. It felt very Tolkien-esque. So the whole gist of this chapter is Paul and Jessica are traversing the Sea of Sand from kind of one safe haven, rocky crag, to another. This other one is where they think the Fremen are because they've seen plants and stuff growing over there. And the whole time they're traversing this thing at night, kind of builds a suspense. There's a worm basically lurking and then eventually chasing them. So it was really neat. It definitely reminded me a little bit of Tolkien's writing. So if you don't like that type of writing, maybe you wouldn't like this chapter. I thought it was really, really nice, though. Really triggered my imagination visually more than a lot of any other book I've read in the last, I'd say, 20 years. Really, since I was much younger, reading things like The Lord of the Rings. It brought me back to when I was like drawn into Middle Earth, and in this chapter I was kind of drawn into the ARRAKIS landscape, and it was fun. At the end of this chapter, though, the plot does move along a little bit. They finally run into some Fremen, and the Fremen are basically are planning to kill them and take their blood because they need the water. So we see, like, culturally the Fremen, or at least some of them, are pretty much like, you know, that's what they got to do to live. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna meet some Fremen who don't want to kill Paul and Jessica. So good chapter. Book's still going strong. Sorry it took me a while to get to this video. I'll try to get another one out before too long, and like I said, I'm definitely committed to getting through at least book 1 to have that chapter by chapter analysis. So until then, hope you have a great day, afternoon, night, whatever time it is for you, and I'll talk soon. Bye.